welcome to Bottoms Down, Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carol, and I'm so glad you've joined us today. We're coming to you from our new Donkey Studios, and we're going to be creating our classes in segments. This is going to allow us to create shorter classes and longer classes and more standing, more seated, etc. So while you're at the Bottoms Down Chair Yoga YouTube channel, make sure you check out the new playlists. While you're there, if you would click on that subscribe button, we would really appreciate it. It's free, and it just lets you know when new videos are posted. I would also love it if you'd leave me a comment. All right, let's get started. So we're going to sit up nice and tall in our chair, and you only need your chair today, nothing else. We're going to lift our heart super tall. The minute we begin lifting that heart, we feel these abdominal muscles engaged. Do you feel that? So I want you to kind of have this feeling throughout our entire class. Heart lifted, belly tight. All right? Next, let's do some grounding. So we're going to take our feet and we're going to ground them to the earth. So we think about we have 4 pressure points in our feet, behind the big toe, behind the little toe, and the 2 points of the heel. So I want you to think about having all 4 of those points on both feet equally weighted on the floor. Next, we're going to ground our sits bones. So we sit on these pointy bones. They hold our weight. Make sure that you're equally weighted on the chair, so we're not leaning one way or the other. Next, I want you to think about pulling your shoulders down out of the ears. Let's place our hands lightly on our thighs, palms facing up. Close your eyes and just breathe. Focus your attention on your heart center, letting go of everything outside of the room. Begin to notice your breath, just your natural inhalation and exhalation. Next, we're going to elongate that breath. So as you inhale, think about making it a little deeper inhale. And then as you exhale, try to push all the air out of the lungs before you inhale again. And breathe normally. Next, we're going to move into our belly breath, our yoga breath, also known as the diaphragmatic breath. As you inhale, the belly extends as we fill the lungs from the bottom up. And as you exhale, you're going to actively pull your belly button to your spine and push the air up and out of the lungs. Go ahead and do that a few times. And breathe normally. Let's do that one more time. Go ahead and see if you can inhale using your belly, and then exhale, pull that belly button to the spine and actively push the air up and out of the lungs, and try to make that exhalation longer than the inhalation. Go ahead at your own pace. And breathe normally. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intention for today's practice. One more breath. Bring your hands back down to your thighs and open your eyes. How does that feel? All right, let's stretch our necks just a little bit. I'm going to let that right ear fall towards my right shoulder. Drop your chin towards your chest. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. And drop your chin to your chest. Go ahead and look to the front of the room. Let's look over that right shoulder. Let's look center. Look over your left shoulder. Look center and roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Up, back, and down. And reverse it. Nice. All right, we're going to go through that again. Let's go ahead and let our right ear fall to the right shoulder. This time, I'm just going to take my right hand and I'm just going to place it gently on my head. And I'm not pulling, I'm not tugging, I'm just letting that hand rest on the head. Take the opposite hand and extend it out. It's at a diagonal, palm facing down. Flip that palm up to the ceiling. Just feel a little difference in that stretch. You feel it? All right, take this hand out first. Take the right hand off the head. And now, you may even need to help your head up. It's okay, right? If you want to help, give that head a little support as you bring it back to straight. Let's roll those shoulders again before we go to the other side. Reverse it. All right, let's go to the other side. So I'm just going to let my ear fall to that shoulder first and just hold it. And you know what? If you like this best and you don't want to put the hand up there, that's fine. You can just hang out here. It's okay. But if you're with me, I'm going to take my hand and I'm just going to lay it on that head. I'm not pulling. I'm not tugging. I'm just letting that weight of that hand give that head just a little extra stretch. Well, it's actually the neck, right? Okay, opposite hand's going to come down. Palm facing down first. Let's just flip that palm up. Oh yeah. One more breath. Okay, take the right hand down first. Take the left hand off of the head and then just bring that head up. All right, let's roll those shoulders. Let's inhale as we come up and exhale as you come down. Use that yoga breath if you can. Inhale. Exhale. Let's reverse it. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And release. Very, very good. All right. Taking your left hand, bring it around that shoulder. Right hand is underneath it and give yourself a big hug. Oh, yeah. Feel that stretch. And a little self-love for this morning. How does that feel? Right. All right, release it. And let's switch sides. So now my right hand is on top and my left hand is on the bottom. And I'm going to do that again. And hug. Oh, yeah. Feel the stretch. One more breath and release. Very good. Okay, we're going to come to a seated mountain pose. We'll start with mountain and then we're going to add that extension. So just start here, kind of feeling those palms are facing out. Feel the stretch. Belly is engaged, right? Heart is lifted. Belly is tight. All right, let's take those hands to the ceiling. Oh, yeah, shoulders are down. You notice what I did there? I extended first and then I pulled my shoulders down. Belly is tight. Feeling the stretch first. One more breath and let's bring those hands down. All right, we're going to do that again, adding on. Start with this low mountain pose, just our seated mountain. Feel the stretch. And here we go. We're going to extend those hands up. Now remember, if you've got shoulder issues, maybe you stay right here in area. I call this goalpost arms, okay? So this is a great option for you. If you're with me, my hands are up, but my shoulders are down. My belly is tight. Okay, let's put the palms together. Let's interlace our finger. Pointer finger is to the ceiling. Kind of feel the difference there? There's a little bit of difference in how that feels. All right, let's go ahead and lean our mountain. We're going to start to the right. Now, as I'm leaning, what am I doing? I'm pushing this hip down. My feet are staying grounded. So remember how we grounded those sits bones down? I want you to make sure that you're keeping those sits bones grounded and those feet grounded. Let's come up and let's go to the other side. And feel that stretch in the side waist, right? You feel it? Warming things up. Let's come all the way back up to ceiling, our hands to the ceiling, and let's bring our hands down. All right. We're going to add on to that leaning mountain this time. So as I come up, all I want you to do is take your left hand and grab your right wrist, okay? Now, extend it long first, shoulders are down, belly is tight, and let's lean it. You feel it? A little different, right? So now I'm kind of pulling gently. We're warming up. Gently pull on that wrist as you feel a little more stretch. Let's come up, and we're just going to go straight to the other side. Extend and lean. One more breath. Come up and release. Now let's roll one shoulder at a time. Beautiful. And reverse it. Very, very nice. All right. We're going to do a couple of cat and cows. So we're going to place our hands on our thighs. Notice how my elbows are a little bit wide here. Okay, so that's going to let you really round down and get the upper back stretched. So belly is tight. We're going to drop our chin. We're going to round our shoulders. Now look at your belly button. So the biggest thing in this pose is really letting that head fall, feeling the stretch in the back of the neck and through the shoulder blades. Okay, we ready? Let's lift our heart up and come into that cow pose. All I'm going to do is take my thumbs to the back wall as I open up my heart. You also get a good stretch through those shoulders. You feel that? All right, let's do that again. Round down into cat. Making sure you're letting that head go, looking at your belly button. Let's lift it up. Thumbs to the back wall. Let's add the breath. Inhale here. Exhale, round it down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, round it down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, round it down. And release. Very, very good. Feeling good? Okay. So our next stretch, I'm going to start with our hands on our chair. Okay. It's kind of like cow pose, but you'll see how we're going to add on to that one here in just a minute. So we're just going to lift that heart up, and I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades behind your back. Okay. So here's what I'm doing. I'm here, and I'm squeezing my shoulder blades behind my back. You see that, right? My heart is lifted. My belly is tight. I'm lifting up. Now, I'm not looking up, okay? I want the heart is the thing to lift up. Squeeze those shoulder blades back behind your back. One more breath and release it, okay? So see how that feels, and maybe that's the version you want to stay with, and that's a great version. But if you want to add on with me, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my hands and they're going to come back behind my head. Now I'm not interlacing my fingers. All I'm doing is I'm just letting my head rest on the backs of my hands, okay? Elbows are nice and wide. All right, we're going to do the same thing. Are we ready? Squeeze those shoulder blades behind your back. Oh yeah. What an opening through that chest. You feel it? I feel the shoulders. Make sure your belly is tight, so don't release that belly button. You want to keep the belly button to the spine. Keep that nice and tight. One more breath, and let's hug ourselves. I don't care which hand is on top. Just remember which one is on top so that when we switch, you'll know which one goes on top the next time. Let's open it up and reverse that hug. Oh, yeah. And you can give it a little twist if you want, right? A little self-love. I love it. Beautiful. Okay, release it. Now we're going to take that left hand and we're going to put it on the outside of the right knee. Take your right hand and put it back on the chair behind your hip. Now here's the important piece of this whole twist. Extend the spine long, right? Head up towards the ceiling. Shoulders are down. Turn and look over that left shoulder. Let's release that, and we're going to go right to the other side. This hand is going to be on the outside of that knee. This hand is back here. Extend the spine long, turn, and look over that shoulder. And breathe. Okay, and go ahead and face forward. So we're going to do that again, and then we're going to add one thing. It's not a big difference. It's not a big, it's very subtle, but you will feel the difference, okay? So we're going to take this hand and we're going to place it on the outside of that knee. Take this hand, bring it back to the chair. Now, I want you to take this shoulder and bring it back. Now turn and look over that right shoulder. Do you feel a little bit of difference there? Because we tend to want to hold that shoulder forward, but if you consciously pull that shoulder back before you turn and look, it's going to maximize that stretch. And let's release it. So we're facing forward now, and we're going to go straight to the other side. Here we go. Hand on the outside of that knee. The opposite hand is going to come onto that chair. Think about pulling that shoulder back first. Automatically, I feel the stretch. And now turn and look, and I feel even more stretch. So we're just breathing a natural breath. Don't worry about the yoga breath or anything like that. Just your natural breath here. One more breath and release it. So we're facing forward. How did that feel? I love that one. I love, 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 love. Take a deep breath in and out. Good job. Okay, we're going to move. We're on the final stretch now. Let's move forward in our chair. We're going to heel toe those feet nice and wide. And we're going to take that right shoulder. Our hands remain on our thighs, and we're going to let that shoulder fall down right between our legs. We're going to come up, and we're going to do the other side. And come up. Beautiful. Go ahead and heel toe those feet back together. Take that right knee and open it nice and wide. Remember to keep these knees open. We want this knee to stay right at that second toe. We're going to take that left arm. We're going to bring it all the way across our body. Grab the chair. Lift the crown of the head to the ceiling. Turn and look over the back of your chair. Let's release that, and we're going to do that again. Bring that hand all the way across, lift, and twist. And release. Crescent lunge. Let this knee fall down towards the floor. Push that foot back behind you. Lift your heart. Bring your hands to your heart. So think about releasing this glute. I know that we tend to want to hold it and squeeze it, but I want you to really focus on letting this whole leg relax. See if you can press the back of the kneecap towards the ceiling. You're looking over your front leg. Your hands are at heart. Let's release that, and we're going to do that one more time. Here we go. Take a deep breath in now, and on an exhale, hands to the ceiling. And inhale here, exhale, looking up slightly. For a little back bend, one more breath. Bring your hands back down to your heart and release. Let's face forward. So we're going to move into our pyramid pose. We're going to extend that leg long, toes to the ceiling. Lift the spine long, let the heart fall forward, keeping the back flat. Feeling the stretch on the back side of this leg. Let's roll it up slowly and do that again. Extend and hinge. All right, just breathing into it, feeling that stretch. One more breath, and we're going to roll it up nice and slow. Okay, we're going to move into a seated pigeon. So I'm going to either cross ankle to ankle, or I'm going to cross ankle to knee. I'm going to extend my spine long and let my heart fall forward. All right, I'm going to come up and I'm going to rock my baby. Now I'm going to hug myself, extend the spine long, and let your heart fall forward. Oh, yeah. And coming up nice and slow. Go ahead and rock your baby again. Just move that joint a little bit in there. Now I want you to cross your arms the other way. Hug yourself. Lift and let that heart fall forward. Let your head fall, right? Just kind of relaxing everything. I'm so guilty of keeping my head up. Really try to let that head just relax and roll it up. Good job. Let's do the other side. Take this knee and open it up wide. Feel that inner thigh stretch. Bring this arm all the way across your body. Grab the chair, lift and twist. Let's release that and do that again. Bring that hand across, lift and twist, breathing into it. And release. All right, let this knee fall down towards the floor. Push it back. Lift your heart. Kind of think about the back of the kneecap towards the ceiling if that works for you. Bring your hands to your heart. Look over that front knee and breathe. All right, let's release that and we're going to do that again. All right, now the add-on here, if you want it, extend the hands to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in and on an exhale, we're going to look up. Leave it out if you don't want it, it's fine. Bring your hands back to your heart and face forward. Pyramid pose, extend that leg in front of you, lift and hinge. Keep the back flat. All right, let's just tuck the chin and roll it up. And we're going to do that one more time. Extend and hinge. All right, beautiful. We're going to move into our pigeon pose. You've got options. Remember, ankle to ankle is fine or ankle to knee works well. We're going to extend the spine long and let the heart fall forward. Keep your hands on those thighs is fine. Keeping the back flat. All right, let's come up. Now let's go ahead and hug ourselves. Extend and hinge forward. Do you feel a little difference when you hug yourself? I do. I feel a little difference in that stretch. All right, let's come up. And other arm on top this time. Extend and hinge. All right, beautiful. Let's go ahead and sit back in our chair. Take a deep breath in and a full breath out. A deep breath in. And on this exhalation, close your eyes. Flip your palms to the ceiling. Good to be you. You are a unique and valuable part of life. Let that value come to the surface and do its good work. You're hard on yourself, demanding on yourself, and in many ways that compels you to improve. But don't be so critical that you destroy your confidence or discourage yourself. You have good work to do, useful insights to express. You have thoughts and feelings that can be of great benefit to yourself and others. So let your essence flow out to the world. Allow your unique gifts to add new richness to life. Your own special truth won't always be welcomed with open arms, but so what? It's far better to embrace and to own who you are than to hide it. It's good to be you. Let the world in on the best of that goodness. Drop your right ear towards your right shoulder. Reach up with your right hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that left hand down towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Reach up with your hands. Give the head a gentle tug. Release it. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. Reach up with your left hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that right hand down towards the floor. Release it. Look up just slightly. Open your mouth if you want to stretch your jaw. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. And remember, go to Bottoms Down Chair Yoga on YouTube. Check out our new playlists. Click on that subscribe button. Leave me a comment, and I will see you next time.